Hi, and welcome to First Editing. I'm Joellen, and today we'll be talking about research qualitative methods. We'll give you some definitions and some examples to use. So, what are qualitative research methods? As opposed to quantitative methods, which focus on a large group of participants, qualitative methods are all about individual people. They involve a smaller focus group, but they tend to dig deeper, which helps the researcher gain an insight into people's motivations, their feelings, and their experiences, especially when it comes to a different context. So here's how it works. First, the researcher collects their data through various methods, all of which we'll discuss in just a little bit. Then they analyze that data, identify patterns, and draw conclusions about the research topic. So now let's look at the four most common research methods. Since qualitative research is all about understanding the reasons behind a specific phenomenon, interviews are a really popular choice. They usually involve open-ended questions that prompt the participants to explain their thinking. And you probably wouldn't get much out of a yes or no answer. So those are more common in quantitative research where statistics matter most. Now, interviews don't have to be just face-to-face. You can also conduct them over the phone or online, and that all depends on what kind of research you're doing and what you actually prefer as the researcher. So let's imagine an example to make the idea of an interview a bit more tangible. Let's say you're interested in understanding how people cope with the challenges of living with a chronic illness. You might reach out to the people you know. You can put up ads, you can send emails to everyone who fits your target group. Then you prepare your questions, you schedule the interviews, and you analyze the data afterwards. All right, on to the next one. The second research method is centered around focus groups, which are linked to specific topics or trends in society. So, for instance, qualitative research can target consumer preferences for a specific product, which then influences the design, the pricing, and the packaging. This method is a great tool to identify trends in public opinion and inform some decision-making processes. So our third method is participant observation. Now, this involves observing and recording people's behaviors in their natural settings. So you can observe all sorts of things, like the interactions between customers and employees in order to understand customer service practices. Now, participant observation is mainly used to investigate beliefs, values, and practices of a certain group. So as a researcher, you're looking at how people interact with each other and how they behave in specific situations. The fourth method is the least personal one, and this is document analysis. It's used to analyze documents like books, letters, reports, or photographs in order to draw a better picture of a certain topic. So instead of investigating the human mind through observations of specific people, you're looking mostly at written material. And if you were to do a study on the impact of, say, social media, you would look at blog posts, newspaper articles, instead of interviewing a particular group of people. Now, the analysis consists of looking for patterns or trends in how people discuss the issue, which can form your opinion on how it actually impacts people, as well as how this impact is voiced through public opinion. Now, that's our four methods done, so let's discuss the pros and cons of qualitative research. And it'll give you a better idea of how to approach your own project. So let's run down the advantages first. So qualitative research is amazing when it comes to providing a deeper understanding of people's experiences, their perspectives, and their behaviors. It also reveals the complexity and the nuances of human behavior, which allows you to really dig into a specific issue. Now, the flexibility that comes with qualitative research means that there's a lot of space for unexpected findings that can take your work in a new and unique directions, and it's also easily adapted to explore emerging themes in society and academia. Lastly, qualitative research is the best way to explore sensitive or complex topics because it really lets you go in deep, and there's a lot of depth there. So there are some cons, though. So you should definitely consider those before you decide to do qualitative research rather than quantitative research. So the first disadvantage is that it's just super time consuming. Data collection and analysis take a really long time because of all the interviews and the observations. So if you want to draw some conclusions in a short amount of time, it might not be the best option. The next issue is that the qualitative research is subject to researcher bias, your own. You're the only person, and it's easy to have certain assumptions or expectations that get in the way of objectivity. So if you do choose the qualitative route, try to remain as objective as possible. And another problem is that there's usually a small sample size. Now, this limits the applicability and the accuracy of findings. You might have some interesting data, but it may be hard to quantify your results or summarize them on a larger scale. So there you have it. Qualitative research offers a unique and valuable approach to understanding people's behavior and other complex topics, but it comes with its own cons. If you want to complete your research quite quickly, or if you're exploring some wider trends in society, for instance, introducing quantitative research surveys to your research, it might be a better choice. However, do remember that despite its limitations, qualitative research is still incredibly valuable and a crucial component of academia. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe to First Editing's channel. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments section below. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.